you have had some crazy success recently. Debut album, CMT award winner, were nominated for an ACM. What would the girl who was going to college to be an accountant be thinking right now?
She's freaking out, I think it's safe to say. Yeah, none of it's all very surreal and it's hard to process and believe that it's actually happening.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not sure what she would say. She would probably be too stunned to speak.
I love that. That's awesome. Um, well, you co-wrote all of these songs on your album Lucky. Do they all stem from personal experience?
They do. Yeah. I was just saying earlier today, like, I'm not sure if I would know how to write a song about something that didn't happen to me or that I didn't know much about, you know. I get all my ideas from personal experiences, so um I try to, make that known in the lyrics and stuff too. I hope that my fans and listeners can feel that I've been through what I'm talking about. So
I'm sure they can. And I know personally when I listen to some of your songs, they resonate with me. What goes through your head and what do you feel when somebody comes up to you and says something like that? They say like, "Oh, I'm not pretty. That happened to me." Or, "Yeah, I'm wearing Tennessee orange for him."
it's really cool because, I sit down and write these songs because they happen to me, and then to have people also say that it's resonating with them. When like obviously making music and putting out music, that's one of the goals. But like when I sit down and write, I'm not like I'm gonna write something that people come up to me and say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to be able to just write about my personal experiences and have it. Some of my songs have been helping people, like "Girl in the Mirror," and so to have songs that like say something and mean something, is just really rewarding as a songwriter and makes me want to keep doing it. So.
Do you have a favorite song on your album?
Oh, they're all my favorite. I feel like it's like having children. You can't pick a favorite. But if I had to, I'd probably go with I'm Not Pretty, or for the sad songs, I would go with Why Johnny.
Oh, I like that song. Why Johnny? Very good. Speaking of I'm not pretty, obviously, we're all a little guilty of doing a bit of creeping on people, but does the person who did that to you know that this song is about them, and have they reached out to you?
I'm sure they know, but no, I haven't heard anything. I'm sure I think if someone wrote a song about me like that, I don't think I would reach out.
Yeah, what would you even say to that
Yeah.
person?
I
Oh,
mean, it was supposed to be too, like, I probably could have, said something personally to the person about it, but it's kinda just like, why not just write a song about it that makes people kinda laugh and whatever. Everybody knows that kind of experience and
yeah.
situation, so
If you have the talent like you do and you can turn it into a song, why not?
yeah. Exactly. I'd rather sing about it than talk to somebody about it, so
Yeah, make it awkward for them, not you.
yeah.
The title track on the album, "Lucky," I also think people can relate a lot to that song too. Where did the idea for that song come from, and what made you wanna name your album after that song?
So I had the "You're Lucky I'm Drinking" like title idea kind of because there's been several instances where my girlfriends and I will be out drinking and having a good time, and the tequila starts to taste like maybe he didn't treat me that bad. And maybe it wasn't so horrible. And so that kind of is a just kind of like a party song that's supposed to be fun. And um my the track guy, Messy, that built out the track for it the day that we wrote it. I wanted it to be this like honky tonk, you know, two-step in line dance song type thing. So when we built that out, and then it was just like I was so excited about the song because it was not like any other song I'd ever written. That I was like, I think this might be the title track. Like I said that the day that we wrote it. And I was just really excited about it because it makes you want to like line dance in a casino. And I went back and forth with like, oh, should my debut album be like self-titled or what? And I was like, I would honestly have more fun, I think, building out this like lucky world than I
Mhm.
would just self-titling it. So that's kind of how that happened.
I love that, and I love that your album art and your outfit and your vibe is all surrounding it. I think it's awesome.
Very, very lucky vibes.
I like it. What was the first song you ever written, and do you ever think about
Yeah, the first song that I ever wrote was a song called Stay a Memory, and I wrote that when I was 19 to be able to open for Chase Rice at the Georgia Theater in Athens because he allowed me to open first of three, but he knew that I only sang covers, so he was like, "You need to play an original song." So I had a month to write that, and it was called Stay a Memory. And I've thought, I had another song called Somewhere Missing Me that I used to play in college, and I was actually listening to like a work tape of it the other day, and I really like it. So I think maybe at some point I'll, you know, release all these older songs that I had and I wrote completely by myself. Maybe it'll just be like on YouTube or something, but maybe they'll see the light of day. Maybe not. I'm
we
sure
will
someone in Athens has a video of it somewhere. So.
we will see, we will see. I just want you to talk about your one of the producers on your album was Christian Bush, and you kinda had a full circle moment with with him. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I went to the University of Georgia and I was in the music business program and I had to have an internship. So I was a publishing intern for Brandon Bush, his brother, and Christian Bush. And we kind of met through that. And I remember like freaking out because I just loved Sugarland growing up. Like Stay is one of my all-time favorite songs. Um, and oh, fun fact. So the guitar that um is played on God Plays the Gibson is the same one from Stay. So I thought that's cool. But
Oh,
yeah, that's sidetrack. But anyways, um yeah, so I was just an intern and then I moved to Nashville and he reached out to just check in on me because that's the kind of guy he is. And I asked him to make some demos for me. And so he's produced everything that I've ever done. And yeah, it's really cool to have him as a producer, but also a mentor because he's gone through what I'm going through now, like what he did with Sugarland. So um, it's that's really awesome. And I don't know how I got here, but here we are.
that's awesome, and I feel like people in Nashville, like, they really do help each other out. It's just a tight-knit
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, I feel like everyone here kind of looks out for each other and um yeah, if he didn't offer to help me out with some demos, I probably wouldn't be here. So
Well, we're glad that he did. Um,
yes, shout out
and
Christian Bush.
thank you so much for spending some time with me. We will see you on the beach in Atlantic City in August, and then you're coming back to Pennsylvania in September. So,
Absolutely.
looking forward to that. Thank
Yes, I
you.
can't wait. Thank you.